Amrita, and I came here to Sheffield from Bombay, India, to complete my Masters in Paediatric Dentistry.
Hi, my name is Gronia, and I completed my Masters in Paediatric Dentistry in 2011. So why did you choose Sheffield, Amrita?
Well, because Sheffield is very highly ranked in its dental school, and I found that the academic department in Sheffield was very well respected in research. And then I had also spoken to some of my colleagues who recommended it.
Oh wow, that's really good. It's a good reputation.
It is, yeah.
Oh. So what attracted you specifically about the Masters course?
It's a taught Masters, and I liked that it was very clinical, and that we got to do a lot of clinical work day to day with our study sessions sort of incorporated in our weekly timetable.
What about the dissertation? I thought there was lots of support with the dissertation.
Yeah, it was very closely supervised, which is good because it carries most of the credits for the course. And it was a little bit challenging at first to get familiar with, because I didn't have enough background as an undergrad.
Had you qualified recently? Or?
I qualified 2 years before I started the Masters.
Yeah, it was very different for me because I'd qualified here in Sheffield about 12 years earlier and had a family, and then suddenly decided that I wanted to take training, specialty training in paediatric dentistry. So I felt really daunted by the fact of starting a master's program. I remember feeling quite overwhelmed at first. Did you feel like coming from abroad?
Yeah, it was a little bit different. Well, obviously everything is different, and it takes a bit of time of adjustment. You know, if the food, the weather, and everything.
Oh yeah, Sheffield weather.
But it was everyone in the department is very warm and welcoming. So it was just in the initial period. But
What about the clinical component? Did you find that very different, or what about your timetable? Was it hard to fit the academic part into the clinical component?
I think it is very well incorporated, where we get lots of hands-on exposure on clinic, and then we get our study sessions in between. So it was a bit of both. I think it was quite well organized.
Yeah, well balanced. I think for me as well, the sort of the topics and the modules that we covered are really good, like research methodologies, which help with the dissertation, and then audit, the importance of audit and clinical governance. I thought they were really good, and for me, reflecting sort of the paediatric dentistry modules into our clinical life was really helpful as well.
Clinical governance and audit was something I had not done, so it was again something that I was a bit unfamiliar with, but it was really good to get involved with as soon as I got in.
What do you think was the best part of the course for you?
I think again I would say the clinical the clinical bits that we did, and I think it was, even though these bits are not assessed, I think I learned a lot more from just hands-on practice every day. It was really good, and the fact that we have the consultants, all the clinics are supervised by the consultants. We have the support anytime we need, and it's really good.
I think for me, as I said earlier, I was really worried about embarking on a master's, having been away from academia for quite a while, and I think that sense of achievement, at the end of the course, and having a master's was quite a big thing for me, and the fact that even for my dissertation, the supervision was excellent, and also the access to research and with the library, with clinical journals and things, was really good as well. I think for me it was a very positive experience.
So is it quite? Would you say is it the same, or is it quite different for home students and overseas?
I think probably. I think for home students, definitely if you're from England or from the UK, even from Europe, I think it's you have you know what to expect. If you come from farther afield, you actually have to adjust to perhaps new cultures, a new culture, the weather, the food, everything is a big thing, isn't it? But I think Sheffield as a city is so welcoming, and I think people are very welcoming in general. But also I think if you embark on something like this Taught Masters, you're sort of guided through every step.
Yes, definitely.
And I think that's a major plus.
Yeah.
Definitely. How did you find the experience overall? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, definitely. I think I got a huge amount of exposure to all aspects of paediatric dentistry, and we work with sort of the best people in research for paediatric dentistry, so it's really good.
It's good. And what's Sheffield like as a city? I mean, I'm biased. I've been here since, for years.
Yeah.
So what's it like as an overseas student?
I think it is different, but I think Sheffield is very student friendly, and I really enjoyed my time as a student. There's lots of societies and activities to get involved with. The Peak District is really close by. Sheffield is very well connected with the other cities, and it's easy to get around as well.
And I suppose for foreign, overseas students, it's ideal because Manchester is nearby.
It's nearby. London is close by.
London's close, so as a transport centre, it's very accessible.
Yeah.